Good afternoon, everyone. I thought I'd take you around while I do my chores this afternoon. Hopefully I don't lose the lid off my milk pail. It's going to fall off. So yes, take you around. So I'm just going down the back steps. Matthew's putting his clothes on the line. He's not very happy about the whole idea. He was supposed to put them on the line a lot earlier. So I shall just put my milk pail down and we will go check on the chickens.
Tell me which ones need water.
You need to go check the chickens yourself. That's part of your chores, you know that. So we go through here. Where will I set you up? I'll set you up. If I set you up over here on this table, you should be able to see what's happening. So I'm basically just going to check for eggs, check their feed, and Matthew checks their water. Well, I'll check their water as well. And go from there. So yes, I'll be back. Of course, they've gone and laid an egg in the middle of the coop. I use my trusty garden hoe to find it. I don't know if you can hear them. Thanks for the Rhode Island eggs. So now I write the date that I collected and which chickens I get them from. So today's the 31st of July. And these are the Rhode Island eggs. And they've still got food. Check their water. So yes, we got a few eggs today. These are the main girls that are laying. Although my Rhode Island red pullet started laying yesterday, I was quite excited. I got 3 eggs. So they're my Rhode Island red girls. These are the old girls and the roosters. 2 roosters. I had someone drop off an Araucana rooster the other day. Where is he? He's behind the feed. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. Mr. Cuddles isn't all that excited about the new rooster. Ah, Matthew, these two need water. Okay, so, oh, and these are my mixed laying hens. These girls are quite old too, actually. One of them I think I've had for about 6 years. That one was one that we hatched on the property when we first moved in. So, and Matthew bought 2 of those girls. And the big one up the back, he's my meat rooster. So I'm planning on hatching some eggs from these girls at some point. But yes, and my bok choy's all gone to, well, not all of it, but a lot of it's bolted and gone to seed. Beetroot seems to be doing well, except for that the chicken dug up the other day. Rhubarb seems to have recovered from that extra attention from the chicken. I don't have very many carrots that came up, but I'm not all that surprised about that. A few onions that I planted seem to be doing okay. German chamomile's doing really well. Or was it Roman? Oh, I can't remember. German chamomile. Tomato seems to be doing pretty good. Hopefully I haven't planted it too late. My gerbera seems like it might have died. But my calendula's doing really well. I'm really pleased with the calendula. Sweet basil's died off, but it's winter, that's to be expected. And I planted a lemon tree the other day. Probably not the best place for it, but it needed to go in the ground. So yes. Oh, I'll show you how the others are going too. So the capsicum seems to be doing okay. Oh, this was a moringa tree, cutting from a moringa tree that I got. So I'm hoping that's going to start shooting soon. Oh, my navel orange. I'm really excited about this. Look at all the new shoots. And it's starting to flower. So really pleased about that. Strawberries aren't doing much, really. But that's okay. I'm not too worried. I don't know about the blueberries. They're looking really sad. Oh, except for that one, look at that. It's flowering. The blueberry's flowering. My goodness. See, the borage up the back's doing well. The cauliflower seems to be doing okay. These strawberries are doing okay. Those lettuces, I had 2 of those lettuces survive, so they're doing okay. I think I planted 6 of them, but they were the throw-out ones. And my dill, coriander and curly leaf parsley is just there. They're doing well. We think capsicums are doing well. Really pleased with that. Red rooster is doing well. He's a noisy boy. Noisy boy. That's one of the light Sussex boys. Okay, so next I need to check the other Rhode Island Reds. See how the other Rhode Island Reds are going. See if I can stick you up there. No, not really. Too high. That's better. Stick you there. I'll check the water. Their water's a little bit low. Oh, you didn't see me. Oh, sorry. Doesn't look like they've got any eggs though. But I will double check. Oh, this rooster's a bit antsy. It's definitely not my favourite rooster. Hopefully we don't have a YouTube viral moment. Never want those. Oh! We have an egg! Ah! Thank you, ladies! See, these girls have only just started laying. This is their first lay. It's like a little pullet egg. So we write the date on there. And then it's a Rhode Island Red pullet. And now we go to the next lot. Comfrey's doing well. I need to take some of that out and transplant it around the place. Bananas are doing well. I'm planning on planting another mulberry down here and possibly some of the moringas. My moringa died. I think it died anyway. It was growing back and then all of a sudden it all broke off again. I don't know why. It still had... I'm just not sure why it all died back again. See, it's still got a bit of life in it, so it might come back once the weather warms up, I don't know. But my mulberry's not doing very well. But the goats ring barked it, so I'm lucky it's alive at all. And then I trimmed it back too far. My pigeon pea, it's doing well. So are the weeds, lots of weeds. And the goats aren't sticking their heads through to weed it at the moment because they're used to there being an electric fence there, so they don't want to stick their heads through. So I'm going to have to manually weed that, which is a bit unfortunate. I much prefer it when the goats weed. Although the problem with the goats weeding is they tend to weed a bit too much. Another banana sucker. I need to come and take that off. Oh, and another one there. I'll have to move that somewhere else. Oh, and one over there. I think that's a dwarf dukakis over there actually, so I want to get that one. And there's I think that's a dwarf Cavendish. So yes, don't know how well that fruits. Looking forward to seeing that one. The Brazilian cherry has finally stopped fruiting, just as I figure out that I could actually make some stuff out of it, but it's all good next year. So yeah, my sage is doing well. I'll be back